Good morning, everybody. I am excited because it is the start of mountain backpacking season. I'm gonna be backpacking for one night, going up, I don't know, about close to 6 miles in, and camping at a high alpine lake, doing some delicious, good cooking, and fishing from the pack raft, targeting lake trout. This is a multi-species lake again, different than the last lake I fished. And I don't know, there could be brook trout, cutthroat trout, rainbow trout, and even the Mackinac, the lake trout. So who knows what I'm gonna catch. It should be fun. There might be mushrooms on the way, I'm not sure. So let's get hiking, have a good time out here, and see what we can see. I think we're getting to the lake. There it is. I think I found our campsite. It's super awesome. Good flat spot right here, right next to the lake. Got a good sit rock right there. Nice spot to put the tent. Yeah, this is perfect. Camp bread. Gonna heat up water just a little bit so it's not cold, not so much that it's hot, and mix our bread so it can rise during the day while I'm fishing. Here's my setup. Little tarp tent, single pole. And then inside, check it out. Looks pretty comfy, one-man tent. Okay, check it out. We got camp set up. Pack raft inflated, 2 rods set up, got the net. It's time to go fishing. And on this trip, I'm actually gonna see if I can harvest a trout to eat for dinner tonight. There are brook trout in this lake and they can get a little overpopulated. Actually, that's why the lake trout were introduced back in the late 80s. Wildlife Department introduced lake trout into this lake to try to diminish the overpopulating brook trout, and that's why they're here. They're no longer stocked to this day, and it seems that the brook trout population has gone down. All right, we got the dry dropper on there, a little mayfly Adams. And I brought this stick, the killing stick. So if we get a fish to eat, I'm gonna put it out of its misery right away. Okay, so 6-weight rod here, intermediate sinking line with a woolly bugger on there that I tied. Just get some line out there and start with a little troll. haven't gotten a bite yet either, so I'm a little surprised with that. You know, there's a lot of different species of fish in this lake. Oh, a bite. I got a bite. Yeah. Oh, shit. Had a bite. Oh, man, we had a couple bites there. Okay, we're going to take this fly off because other than that one spot over there where I had a couple bites, I haven't had anything. So let's switch it up. Oh yeah. There we go. That's a fish. Looked like a brook trout. Looked like a good sized brook trout. This is gonna be dinner if I can get it in the net. Still fighting. Okay, finally a fish in the net. Oh my goodness, wow. Look at the colors on this brook trout. Holy cow. Oh, it's all wrapped. Look at that. Wow. Not a bad brook trout, 13-inch brook trout. Dinner. There he goes. He's out. Dinner. Look at the white tips on those orange fins. And beautiful red spots with the blue halo around it. And like zebra pattern on top. What a gorgeous fish. Gonna make a good dinner tonight. All right, guys, we got dinner in the net right there. A brook trout, big male brook trout. Look at that big jaw. Like 13-inch. This is gonna be a delicious dinner. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't have a stringer, so I'm just gonna put them in the raft with me. There's some water here on the bottom that I'm kind of sitting in my rain pants, so that should keep it cool. Our camp is at that far end of the lake, so I'm just gonna head that way, but I'll keep the fly in the water, you know, fish all the way back, a little bit brisker pace, because I want to get this trout cleaned up and in the cold water while we fish some more until dinner time. Check it out. I strung up our fish on a stick stringer. Here's our stick. And there's our fish. Hopefully some crawdads or whatever don't eat it. And I'm gonna get back out there and fish for a little bit longer before we make dinner. And this time I'm gonna fish the other rod and set up a double nymph rig under the bobber, because the bite was really slow on the streamer with the intermediate sinking line. So let's try something different. Re-rigged, back in the raft. I have some campsite neighbors. They're a Boy Scout troop. So bunch of teenagers camp next to me tonight, but you know what? I think it's awesome that they're getting out here, and I'm sure they'll be respectful, and a little bit of noise is just to be expected. So if you hear any kind of weird yelling in the background of some of my clips, it's probably them. So anyways, let's see if we can't catch some fish on the double nymph rig. Bite died down and I'm hungry. I think it's time to go make dinner. So gonna paddle across. I made my way down to this far end. No action. So I'm excited about dinner though, and grateful for the one fish I did catch. And I've got another exciting thing to make, which is bread, fry bread. Let's go paddle over there and get dinner and a cocktail going. Wow, you guys, I am super duper frustrated right now. I get back to my camp. There's kids running all over, little kids, like 7 girls like under the age of 10. and their tents, and there's 2 adults, their tents are literally 10, maybe 15 feet away from my tent, 3 tents, and my tent has been tampered with. The stake, which you saw how like perfectly I had staked it all out, was up out of the ground. The stake was out of the ground. Tent was leaning and all saggy, about to fall over with the trekking pole fall over. My fish is not where I stashed it, and it took me a long time to find it. It was on the opposite side of the log. Thankfully, it was a shallow area with no current really, or very minimal current. So I was able to recover my fish, thank God. My second fishing pole, the reel is broken. So I get back to camp and the mom is like, "What's up?" And I just look at her and it's like, I get it. This is a more popular destination. I don't expect to be secluded. I had no problem with the Boy Scouts there because they were being respectful in my opinion. Like, sure, loud, but who cares about that a little bit, you know? Like, let them have their fun. They weren't tramping through my campsite. But yeah, this second group was being completely disrespectful. So I said to the mom, you know, it's fine, I'll just pack up and leave. It's just 1 tent. Of course, my stuff's like all out, completely set up. You know, it's a pain in the butt to pack it all up. You know, and I was like, but what I'm more upset about is that you allowed your group to be disrespectful to another person's stuff, like my tent and the fish. And all she said was, "I'm sorry you feel that way." Like, not just, "I'm sorry, you know, our bad." That would have been a lot better, but "I'm sorry you feel that way." Like, is it not normal to not want your stuff to not be tampered with by other people when you don't have permission and you're not there? So anyways, this is my PSA to say, when you're camping near other people, even if you have kids or whatever, make sure they're not touching other people's stuff. That's the big one, you know? If you can, give space, but if you can't give space, at least be respectful and don't tamper with another person's stuff. So I'm out. At least it's gorgeous here. Look at this. So I packed up very hastily and am trekking on. Thankfully, there's another lake like 0.6 of a mile away. So hopefully that one's slightly less crowded because, yeah, I need to press the restart button here. And, you know, I still got dinner to make and camp to reset up. So anyways, it was really frustrating, you guys. I know most of you wouldn't ever do anything like that, but, you know, if you're new to backpacking or camping, or you know somebody who is, you know, just teach them those kind of common respect type things. All right, that's it. Let's get back to fishing and hiking. We made it to the next lake. Awesome. Oh, fish rose. All right, I'm into it. This is so much better. Okay, check this out. Found my camp spot. Look at this view. The mountain back there. Fish are rising on the lake. I've got a creek right here. Okay, I am much happier here. There's hardly anybody here. I can see a tent across the lake, and that's pretty much it. Let's put the trout back here to keep it cool while we set up. All right. I think before I even get my tent set up, I am gonna get out my special concoction to make hot toddies from scratch. I brought a cinnamon stick and honey and lemon and whiskey. Whoa, look at the bread. Look at the dough. Look at all the like air gas that the bread has made. Oh man, this looks amazing. Dinner and breakfast is gonna be made from this. Yum. Smells like yeast and flour. It's good. Okay, let's clean our fish. Super big knife. Got our trout. So start down here at the butthole, work your way up to the throat. Cut the back of the head here. Rip it all out. Throw it in the lake. Alright, last bit is the kidney right in here. Get it at the back of the thumbnail. Scrape it all along the ridge bone. Get that kidney out. Wow, this meat is really pink. Looks good. There it is. Yeah. Alright, let me show you guys how to make a hot toddy. You need honey, which is in this little container. So we're gonna pour some honey in here. It's cold a little, it's not really cold, but it's cold enough that the honey got a little solid. So we're just gonna get it out with our spoon handle. Next, you're gonna need lemon. Healthy slice of lemon. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Alright. Squeeze it in there. Watch out for the seeds. Then you're gonna need your bourbon. We're going with the R&R. We're making this one strong. A little more. Okay. Okay, and now we've been making our cinnamon water with our cinnamon stick. When I'm at home, I like to add fresh ginger too, but I forgot to bring the ginger. But anyways, we're gonna top it off with our cinnamon water. And the longer you simmer the cinnamon in the water, the better it is. But I didn't want to use too much fuel, but I can smell it. It smells great. And the cinnamon stick is opening up, so that's a good sign. And we'll just top it off with the hot water. And then give it a stir. Ooh, it smells so good, very aromatic. That citrusy, bright lemon flavor, scent. And the warmth of the honey, sweetness of the honey, the warmth of the hot cinnamon water, gives it a little bit of spice, and the bourbon. Cheers. Mmm. Oh my God. Damn. This tastes like the best hot toddy I've ever had. Oh my God. Let's get dinner cooking before it gets too dark. Let's put some butter in the pan. Okay. Don't need it that hot. A nice hunk of dough. Okay. Try to pull this out a little bit. Let's get our butter all swirled around in this pan. Oh yeah. Ooh. Not bad. Alright. Alright. I think it's time to pull this off. Yeah, look at that. Awesome. Ooh, baby. Mmm. Let's try this. Little bite of bread. Yum. Fried in butter. Yum. Oh my God. Yum. Look at this bread. It's so good. That'll be for the fish. She's done. Stove off. A little bit of lemon. All right, let's get the bones out. Oh yeah, there it comes. Yeah, all the bones coming out. Woo! Oh yeah. Look at that. Bam! Thank you, brook trout. Thank you, fish. We're going in for a bite of fish, avocado, and then we'll chase it with the bread. Worth the wait. I think it tastes like chicken. This is amazing. It's like crispy, buttery skin. Oh, I'm happy now. Okay. And our delicious bread. I mean, I'd be lying if I said this wasn't my favorite part. Okay, let's wash it down. Well, I'm going to enjoy this dinner, go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. Water for coffee is going. Let's pull out breakfast. It's actually not a cold morning, but I have my hood on just to keep the bugs off. I brought something special for breakfast today. Real eggs. And we'll fry up some bread to go with it. Nice. Season our eggs. Check out this mountain breakfast meal. You know I love my top ramen, especially for backpacking. It's lightweight and easy, but this you cannot beat. And the amount of nutrients that's in this meal compared to top ramen also can't be beat. So, bon appetit. Breakfast time. There it is. Yum. Hot. Delish. After I eat, we're going fishing. Two waterfalls. The big one straight ahead, and as I round the corner here, there's another one over to the right. Here's the smaller of the two waterfalls. And now let's go check out the big one. It's hard to even see because there's so many trees, but this cliff, it's not a steep cliff, but the waterfall cascades down from way up top, hidden behind the trees. You can kind of see it from further away, and it just cascades down. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, it's off. All right, our first bite of the day. I've switched up flies a number of times, so I think I finally put a leech pattern on, and I'm guessing that's what it bit on. Just being slowly stripped in. Real slow. Oh, fish on, if we can keep it on. All right, in the net. Look at that. It's a rainbow trout. Rainbow trout on the leash. Not a big guy, but it's a fish. Yay. I'm so grateful for this campsite right here. This was such a welcome location after the fiasco with the other rude campers from the other site. And what a fun adventure overall. I was seeking the lake trout and didn't experience them again, but the search for them will continue. But honestly, I had so much fun despite not catching a lake trout because I caught brook trout, a rainbow trout, had a marvelous dinner, and ended up having a great campsite after all. So, PSA, please be respectful to other campers and people in general, especially in the backcountry. People are just trying to have a good time, and we have to share these beautiful places with each other. So that's all I've got for you on this video. Go ahead and check out fungionthefly.com for hats and t-shirts, and the video description for some other links. And I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys for watching to the end. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.